in this section is how to update particular elements in our little animation here. And if our client comes to us and we say, okay, well, here's our little animated sting, and they go, well, Doritos was fun and For the Bold was a nice little thing, but we're updating what we want and we want to change it. And you know, let's say instead of For the Bold, we want to say For the Chickens, or eat some chips, or something like that. Now, because it's a smart object, we can actually directly edit these by double clicking into the smart object thumbnail window. So I'm going to double click on For the Bold. Here it is there, and it's going to open. It's going to be the same size as the smart object when it was created. Now, if this needs to be stretched longer or outside of that, we need to actually increase our canvas size. So I'm going to do that by going to Image and Canvas Size, and it's going to bring this option up here, and I'm just going to drag that width up and drag that height up and hit OK. Now, I'm not going to move the anchor points. Please don't move the anchor points, otherwise it will shift it in your original document. But that's just going to increase my canvas size right there. Now what I can do is create a new layer, and once again, once you create a new layer, it's typically going to be by default 5 seconds. In this case, it doesn't really matter because we're just creating a new text for this. So I'm going to go to my text tool, T for text, down here, and let's grab a text and let's call it, say, For the Chickens. I'm going to type that in, hit the arrow key to apply that, T for text, and now I can actually go through and we can manually start either scaling or whatever for this. Now it's a little bit hard to see it because I've got a white text here, so I'm going to click on that and let's just get the text changing a little bit for that. There we go. And you might want to jump back into your text tool, and you might want to change the font, for example, all the rest of it. And you can also go into some of the options right at the top here for the character, and you can do things like adjusting the different metrics on how wide your characters are, how close they are, and all the alignment and stuff like that. So you can get a little bit closer to where you want it. And let's put that in there. And I'm going to hide this background so I can actually see what's going on. And I'm going to change the color of the text. Select on the text first. Let's change that to white, and I'm going to add some effects. I'm going to do a stroke to that, and let's ramp that up and give it a something like that. For the Chockins, that'll do. And I'm just going to hit OK for that. I'm not going to get too carried away. You're more than welcome to do that. So I'm hiding the original, which was For the Bold, and now I've got For the Chockins. And I'm just going to hit Control or Command S, or you can go File, Save, right there, and save that. Now the cool thing with that is now going to transfer back all the way back to my animation, and there it is. And you can see it's all animated as is, and now it says Doritos For the Chockins, like so. And you can do the same with Doritos. You can do that with any smart object. You can double click on it like I have with the lens flare, and you can change it. You can increase the canvas size, and you can put a smiley face in there or whatever you want, and as soon as you save that, that will transfer back to that. So I don't really want to have For the Chockins, so I'm going to find that text again. There it is there, For the Chockins. Double click, and I'm going to turn that off and just bring back my For the Bold. Save that, and that will re-update. And any effects that you have on there will remain. So Doritos, for example, let's just put in whatever else. Clowns. Let's scale that up and just get that to fit a little bit. Great. Effects, stroke, just so we can see it a bit better. And here we go. Lost my effects, but that's alright. Let's put a bevel and emboss on it. Nice. And save that, and that will save through. And as you can see, it's got still all the effects and everything, animations, lens, everything that we added onto the other one, and it's going to update. So really cool stuff. and as long as if you don't lose the other one, you should be good with that. So there we have it. That way you can easily adjust your composition as required without doing anything too drastic.